Is apples to apples with the Logitech G920. This thing is 1,000% better than the Logitech G920.
Hello and welcome. What we have here is the R5 Racing Simulator from MOZA. It's a complete bundle. I did get the extra SRP light clutch pedal because I do enjoy using clutch. We're gonna unbox this bad boy and check it out. I'm very excited. This is my first direct drive wheel. I'm going from a Logitech G920, and I'm excited to see the benefits of this $599 bundle package. So, by the way, this is a I paid for this unit myself. This is not an affiliate or anything like that. I am a complete individual. I bought this with my own money and I'm doing a review on it on my own terms. So this should be an unbiased review, not paid for by MOZA, not sent to me by MOZA. I would have definitely got better pedals. But for now, we're gonna try this out and see how it goes. So we're gonna go right into the unboxing now. Okay, so we're gonna start right here with the box that the wheel and the base come in. Seems like it's packaged fairly well. So we have some stickers and our manual. Looks like here is the wheelbase. We're gonna go ahead and start here. Nice little MOZA racing bag they put in there. Everybody wants to point out. I'll point it out too, just for giggles. So we're gonna pull this out of here. Take a look at this right away. Actually, my first impressions. It's actually very nice. Feels good. Leather does not feel like real leather. It does not smell like real leather, but it feels very good. It's got some weight to it too. I mean, got quite a bit of weight. You know, I really thought those shifters were gonna feel a lot less tactile, but they don't feel bad. I really kind of wish there was a magnet, but other than that, they feel good. So we're gonna put this in the bag and set it to the side. Because after all this gets done, I get to tear apart my rig and rebuild it with the MOZA stuff. So me having a wooden rig, it's probably going to turn into me changing some stuff. So here's our power supply. Seems like a nice hefty little brick. It is 2.5 amp max, 12 volt at 8 amps. Okay. 12 volt at 8 amps. And what's next underneath here? So next we have, should we go for the base? Yeah, we'll go for the base. And you know what? It's got a little bit of weight to it, but it's not that heavy. You'd think for being a servo motor essentially, it'd have a little bit more weight to it, but it actually isn't too bad. So here we go. Here's our direct drive MOZA racing base. It's actually quite small. That feels great. I'm interested. We have our 4 connections here, power button. It's all aluminum casing with a plastic back housing. This quick release right here, it looks amazing, and I'm sure it's functioning amazing. Really excited. We got the normal standard bolt holes. So Fanatec, I think most average bases use this same pattern. So if you have a different kind of rig, then you should be able to hook up to it if you've already got a Fanatec or any of the basic standard bases. Okay, so we're gonna set this back in its proprietary bag here, and we will move on to what's next here. I believe here we have the desk clamp. which in all the videos that I've seen of this unboxing, this desk clamp looked kind of huge to me, and I was a little bit worried about these screws going into my knees whenever I get it on my rig, and this is something we'll have to figure out. I think the tape stuck to it a little bit. Alright, so here is our desk clamp. Oh, that's kind of nice. It is a very heavy duty desk clamp, I will admit. It's got some nice foam here to stop vibration sounds. Got some foam up underneath here and here to help out with that as well. See, this is what I was kind of worried about, is I actually have a 2x4 is what I'm clamping to, so this may be something that we have to deal with. Yeah, this may be something that we have to deal with, but we'll get there once we get there. That'll be after I get done with this. So we have looks like our cables for our pedals. Looks like our cables for our bass and our power supply cable. And then we have our pedal set. So we're gonna go ahead and get the box out of the way. Here is the SRP or SRP light pedal set. I'm interested to feel this because the videos look like it was just a real easy press. Now, it's not as easy as I thought it'd be. I mean, I'm not gonna push anything off my desk by any means, but they are nice, sturdy, hard, good pedals. The pedal size on them is great, looks like. I'll say this bass is sturdier than any Logitech bass. Here, pedal set bass. Oh, they like tape, don't they? Alright, now there's our pedals. How's that? The brake has a stiffer spring in it, but I'm a little bit worried about finding my end stop. And we may have to do something with this brake pedal just to make it more consistent. But we'll see how it goes. I am not objective to modifying this and adding a damper to it, or not a load cell, but kind of like a shock back here. We'll see what we have to do. They look very sturdy, very nice. So we got our cable going in between right here. Oh no, it's not this side. Now, so right here we got there's supposed to be some rubber on there, but right here we have our clutch and wheelbase plug-ins. So we're gonna line her all up here. Here's our MOZA bass, and here is the ES wheel. I am thoroughly impressed. Now, I mean, I'm not gonna unbox the clutch pedal right here, right now. It's literally the same as the gas pedal, so I'll deal with that whenever I go to mount it all up. But honestly, I'm quite impressed. The weight of this wheel right here just feels actually quite nice. So I'm pretty excited to try it out and get into the wheelhouse and try out all the software. So this is the unboxing review, and I hope you guys enjoyed.
Alright guys, here we are. So it's been about a week since the unboxing video was recorded. So now we are going to go into reviewing the wheel now that I've been using it for a week. And first thing I'm going to say first off is MOZA has given us an amazing product for $599. They have gone above and beyond any of my expectations. I really didn't think this thing was going to be that big of a drastically difference from Logitech G920 that I've been using for the past 2 years. But this thing has literally taken me beyond what I thought I was going to be able to do in a very short period of time. Now, I will say the MOZA R5 bundle has its limitations out of the box. If you got a really fine-tuned ankle, you're going to be able to brake like a champ. But if you rely on that cushion that you get on a Logitech pedal to push down on, now I have modified mine and added a different springing rubber, but if you rely on that, then you're going to be kind of struggling whenever you first hop into the MOZA R5. I addressed that right away. That was the very first thing. Mainly, most of this time has been spent addressing the brake. Now we're going to go on to this wheel. Like I said at the beginning, this thing has gone above and beyond anything and all of my expectations. I really didn't expect it to be that much better than the Logitech, but I'll tell you this, because you know which way you're turning, and if you feel a certain subtle feeling in the wheel that you never felt before, but your brain tells you that your wheel's sliding, your tires are sliding, you're pushing through the corner or something like that. That information that you're getting from this direct drive wheel is amazing, like 10 times what you got from the Logitech wheel. And it really didn't take a lot to tune this or set it up on iRacing or set it up through the Pit House software. I'm actually just using Boosted Media's R9 settings with a small tweak to it because this is a smaller version, obviously. This is a 5.5 Newton meter wheel, and the R9 is a 10 Newton meter, or 9 to 10 Newton meter. So the form factor of this thing, now like I said, I have a wooden wheel, so I did have to use the clamp system they have. It is kind of tight on my knees. I'm a 6-foot person, so not everybody will have this issue. And you see my seating position, you know, I'm not too far away from the wheel, I'm not too close to the wheel. It's pointed up on my shoulders. Hand position, you know, my hand goes, well, you can't see it there, but I'll move that real quick. So my hand goes right across it with my arm straight, both of them. And that's where, from what I understand and a lot of research I've done, that's where you want it. So we got her set up ergonomically for me. The wheel performs beyond anything, like I said before. The sturdiness of it, it is very sturdy. Like I said, I have a wooden rig, so this up down right here, that's literally it flexing on the mount. The side to side, nothing there, barely at all. It feels real sturdy up in here where it goes into the actual servo or the direct drive wheelbase. Quick release works amazing. You know, MOZA did such a fantastic job with the pin setup. These pins are great with also with our wheel setup here with our contact points. They've done a great job. This quick release is automotive grade. It's actually, I think it's an RG, yeah, something like that. They make this quick release also. It's the exact same design, but MOZA also sells one that you can add to your own wheel, which is a great thing that MOZA done. So they understand that people want to make their own wheels that can be USB capable, and they're like, sure, here you go. Here's a quick release. You can put it on. Other than the pedals brake, this thing performs above and beyond all expectations. We'll hop in here and do a couple laps right now. This is just Road Atlanta. iRacing is all road feedback, and it's all what your wheel would actually do in a car. So rumble strips are very prominent. Well, like I said before, it's like whenever you're in that corner and you're trying to figure out just that limit you have, like right there, that limit you have to brake or not brake, it's amazing how much information you get from this little direct drive wheel. And this thing is small. It is very small. This car will tell you a lot even with cold tires. The wheel tells me a lot. I don't spin out like I used to with the Logitech G920. I can catch a lot of slides mid-slide now. The information you're getting from this wheel is worth every penny of the $5.99, even with needing to modify the brake. Oh, and look at that. It's not going super ham, but it did give me a lot of feedback there. And I got this thing turned up all the way. I don't know where I'm going. You have to forgive me. I'm not used to talking and driving. So we're gonna get used to that. But the R5, worth every penny. Now I have not tried an R9, and I would really love to try one out. I would like to try out a 10 Newton meter wheel. This is my first direct drive wheel coming from a Logitech, so I don't really know what to compare it from. But as far as apples to apples with the Logitech G920, this thing is 1,000% better than the Logitech G920, even with having to deal with the brake issues. 1,000 times better than the Logitech G920. I have never used a Thrustmaster T300 or anything like that, so I cannot compare to that either. I'm going to be very honest and unbiased. I'm not affiliated with MOZA or Logitech or anybody else. I am just a regular guy who loves sim racing. I'm practicing my racecraft more and more and more, and that's my main thing that I'm going here is. And this wheel has made me very clean. So since I've got this wheel, I got this wheel at the very beginning of the new season, so it was quite a roller coaster ride. We went all the way down to 2.2 on our safety rating because we were having a hard time. It was that brake that was kicking our butt. It was taking our lunch money. Well, now that we've gotten our brake fixed, last night alone I went from a 2.8 safety rating all the way up to 3.15, I believe it was. Alright. So now the goal is before the end of the season to go ahead and get my A license. And I think with the MOZA R5, that's 100% possible. I will say this about the wheel. The 11-inch diameter, it's not ideal. It's not really fun. I don't know. It is fun. It's totally fun. I just do feel like I still have kind of a toy in my hand. Now, they did a great job with this leather wrapping. It's nice and thick and it feels nice and sturdy. And the buttons are great. The button availability and how many there are here, it's amazing. I love it. I will say the wheel could be an inch bigger in diameter. 1 inch would make a big difference, and it would also take them out of that toy feeling wheel. You know what I mean, like the Logitech has. We're going to end it right here and finish up. And I'm going to try to get you guys an edit. May throw some bonus content on at the end of this video of the brake mod and for your viewing pleasure. So everybody have a blessed and great day, and I'll see you later.
Alright guys, so this is for the MOZA R5 brake mod. So we're going to come around the back of the rig here, and we're going to look at how I did this. So what I have here are these. So something I found at the hardware store. It actually comes with a little itty bitty spring on it, right? Well, I found these. Well, this came with the SRP Lite brake pedal mod for the SRPs. I didn't realize that whenever I bought it, so I bought the springs and the rubber that comes with that. And then I found these at the hardware store earlier, so they have all kinds of different tensions of them, but I don't think I got quite the right ones. I got a blue and a green. I think I should have got a red and an orange. I was a little bit worried whenever I was pushing on them. I couldn't barely push them down with my hand, so I got a green and a blue here, but then I have this size for the SRPs, and I'm swapping it out to the red one. So here it is down here, installed. So this is gonna get cleaned up. This is really just R&D right now. I made this little bracket here that goes right through there, and then I ran 2 bolts in through the sides here. So if you look right here, you got holes already. So I ran them into the side and tapped it into that block to center it as best as I could. I kind of bent it all screwed up, but it is functioning like it should. So then we added that spring in here. We did add some Teflon washers in here, if you see right there and right there, to just kind of mitigate wear, and this, you know, it had a little bit of looseness in there. I'm gonna get the right size spring today so it hugs that tighter and it doesn't just move around like that. But so I took it's like putty that gets hard. It's like epoxy putty that gets hard, but it's still soft and it's like rubbery. So I made that, and it actually threads on. So the end of that is actually just regular pipe thread, straight pipe thread on here. So it threads on there, and then that is my push. So I have a small amount of dead zone here. So that's my dead zone. And then there's my 80 to 100% braking is once I start pushing on that spring. And you set all that up in the pit house. We'll go over and look at that now.
Alright, so here we are in the MOZA pit house. And you got your clutch, ramps, and frequencies. You got your throttle frequencies, and you got your brake frequencies. So whenever I set that up, that dead zone I'm talking about is right there. So right on top, I can adjust this still yet. So right there is where I feel that spring. So from everywhere from about 65 to 70% to 100, I'm on the spring. So this is where I can modulate my braking much more. See how, look at that. Very
acknowledge
clean.
time deltas every lap.
Shut up, Jim. So that is how we set this up. I mean, my dead zone, so whenever I do it fast, I'm going right below.
I didn't catch that.
Jim, calm down. I'm going right below 80%, and that's about where I want it, because over braking, I can compensate. But so this is my mod to fix the SRP light pedals from MOZA. They're not bad. They're great pedals. The Hall sensor works great. It's just that you need this damper here so you can figure out where that last. Thank you.
We haven't got that data.
Okay, shut up, Jim. Figure out where that last, 20% of braking is.
We don't have enough data for that.
Calm down, Jim.